Gaffer, obviously really positive last 2 weeks, so there seems to be a really good feel-good vibe around the place right now.
Yeah, it's been a really good place the last couple of weeks. Two fantastic results. Obviously away from home and then backed it up with a really good home win last week. I think we can probably play better than we did probably on Saturday, but I think we were really comfortable in the game. I thought, we got the fine details right in both boxes. I thought we were excellent the last two games, and training's been really, really good the last couple of weeks. Obviously, the sort of feel-good factor about the two wins and pulling ourselves away from any danger as well, which has been, obviously much needed, and those two wins have massively helped that. So really good feel-good factor. But now it's about trying to be as consistent as we can be with performances, and then I'm sure the results will come when performances try and stay at that consistent level.
It definitely feels like this is probably the happiest bunch that you've probably had since coming in terms of the smiles on the faces every day. How big does that play in regards to their confidence and actually showing their true abilities?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always going to be ones who are obviously disappointed who are not playing, but obviously winning games of football takes it away from that. They're buying into what we're trying to do. Obviously there's going to be disappointment with ones who aren't playing. We've just got to find a way to win games of football at the moment. And they've contributed. The ones who haven't been playing have contributed really well, whether that's in training, whether that's how their demeanour around the place, their application around the place. So they deserve a lot of credit as well. It's not just the sort of the 11 who start. Obviously subs the last couple of games have done really well when they've come on as well. So we do need the whole squad, and we're going to need them now for the end of the season. There'll be a lot of changes probably. Sort of back end of the season as well, looking at players for next season, etc. But at the minute, we're trying to find that consistency within performances, and day to day, it's getting better and better. The weather in Manchester is getting better and better as well, which is nice, which helps. So, yeah, all in all, really, really good feel about the place. Now we just have to try and, like I said, keep that consistency up in our performances. And hopefully, trying to win football games.
I suppose the really big thing about those last two games has been obviously quite two different performances, but in both of them it's been strong starts and taking an early leads.
Yeah, look, we're now big. The first goalies in this league, I've mentioned it quite a few times. Obviously, we've got the first goal in the last couple of games, and that set us up then really for settled us down a little bit for some really good performances. Two completely different performances in terms of control, whether that's on the ball or off the ball. Again, I still think we need to be miles better on the ball. Our sort of pass completion isn't nowhere near what we'd expect really. So we have to. There's loads of improvement now, which is good. Winning games of football and still having loads to improve always helps. So we need to be better in that aspect. Like I know pitches like tomorrow or our pitch, etc., doesn't really help in terms of that. So we have to play the sort of the environment, but we do need to be better in certain areas in terms of keeping the ball. But our out of ball shape's been really off the ball shape's been really good the last couple of games. We can tweak it within game, changing slightly for formation or the way we press, which is really good. The lads have been really adaptable in that, and they will need to be in the next few games, and especially tomorrow. So, really, really pleased with both aspects at the minute.
And looking at tomorrow's game, just how big of a game is it for us?
Yeah, it's massive. I'm really pleased that we're going to get a lot of fans there as well. So the atmosphere is going to be really, really good. Really looking forward to it. We've had some difficult games recently. Obviously the Carlisle one sticks in your mind, and you want to kind of give a performance back to the supporters, or a win. And we know how obviously they're down there. We still want to get as many points as we can to pull further away from there. So it is a really, really important game. Obviously the proximity of both clubs as well. It's a big day out for everybody, and one we're really looking forward to. But we know how important it is, and I talked about mentality and to the players today that we have to show the same mentality we have the last couple of games to get anything from the game tomorrow.
I suppose much like the Carlisle game, it's going to be a Morecambe team who are going to use that derby momentum, use that feeling around the stadium to try and give it their all and try and get out of danger themselves. Yeah,
well, they won the last home game against a really good Wimbledon team, so we know how difficult it will be going there. I think even a lot of the games they've played in recently, there's been nothing really in the game. You know, they create lots of chances to get a lot of strikers on the pitch. They've got a lot of strikers on the bench as well. So, you know, they're always going to be a goal threat because of that. So we have to defend, you know, as well as we can do, you know, or as well as we have done in the last couple of games especially. And obviously still pose that threat going forward. I thought we're creating a lot of chances at the minute, which is great. Again, we need to be clinical in them when we get them moments, but it's an important game. It's a big game, one that we're looking forward to in front of our, you know, a big travelling contingent. We're really looking forward to playing in front of them, and hopefully we give them a performance and a result to be proud of. And yeah, again, like I said, get as many points as we can now, and what a way to start tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.